Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to the best of 30 Days of Sketches by Christie's Beautiful Life. This is the cute sketch that we'll be using today, and it's by Ashley Horton. And yeah, it's cute. I am not going to do the stitching in the circle, but I am going to do some cross stitching. No, I think it's plus signs I do. I am going to do some stitching. And you will notice that my photos kind of look bigger than the ones in the sketch. Yeah, and since it's full body photos, their faces were pretty small. If I'd made the photos smaller, you wouldn't have been able to tell who it is, probably. So I made them bigger. That mat that I'm putting on there right now, it was the one I made for the photos. But I seen this other one in there and I thought, let me see if it's a little bit bigger. And so I added it too. So I have a double mat here. I guess I cut it out before and glued it together and didn't use it. This has been a while since I used this collection. It's American Crafts and Simple Stories. I think the Simple Stories is called Hugs and Kisses, but I don't think the American Crafts 6x6 paper had a name on it. I had that die with little tiny hearts. And of course, since I cut it out, they were green, but I have the tiniest little hearts that's a die. I mean, they're super small. You can see how small they are. So I cut them out and glued them on top of the green ones just to add some more color to that heart wreath. I'm figuring it's a heart wreath. It looks like a heart wreath to me. I've used it before, and the other times I didn't think about putting the little hearts on top of it. But I just happened to see them and thought, I think they'll fit. They're close. They're close. They're not perfect, but they're close. I the die cut that I'm putting on there now, it is Memento from Hobby Lobby, and it comes in a set of three, and they're border ones, so the other two kind of go on the edge of a card. The hearts, I'm not sure where most of them are from, but the smallest hearts are from a lawn fawn die. This one here looked kind of plain when I went to put it on there. It was such a light pink that I decided to back it in some black. And then that other one's an outline one. I think I do end up moving those around. It's not going to go there, but it's there at the moment. I I cut way too many. Just so y'all know, I cut way too many, but I did use the bigger ones. And the shape of my layout is not going to be the same as the one that's in the sketch because my photos are so much bigger. It did not give me the opportunity to have it kind of taper down. And I really liked that sketch. I'll have to try it again sometime when I have tinier photos. The photos are of my nephew and his girlfriend, and these were when they went to the prom this year. They have been boyfriend and girlfriend since they were little, way before they could even date. And then when they started dating, they were still so young that my brother and his wife either went with them or her mom and dad. So they had chaperones up until the last probably year or so. They are at the top of a stairway. It's downtown, and in 1927, a tornado came through, and there was a big, beautiful post office with pillars and everything, and then the stairway that lit stairway that went down to the railroad tracks. Well, the stairway is concrete, and it was built along the same lines as the post office. It endured the tornado, but the post office, even though it looked a whole lot better than a lot of the other buildings in town, it didn't. It had a lot of structural damage. So they tore it down and made another one that was not near as impressive. Um, but everybody likes to go there to take photos, so there are some of them actually on the stairway too. Uh, the template thing you've seen me use, it is Amy Tan, and it comes with a little push pin, a pad, and several templates in the package. And of course, they're not available unless you get them off of eBay, but they come in handy for when you do something different than like a back stitch or something. I can do X's, okay, without worrying too much, but the crosses, it's so much easier to use a template. And I figured, since one of the little tags that I'm going to put on there, stickers, it says just the two of us, and another so happy together, and XOXO. So I was thinking two plus signs, two together. But that's what I was thinking. So instead of doing three, which I usually do three, I did two on each one of the heart clusters. And let's see. Oh, I am going to forget the mixed media to the end. Y'all see the mixed media on there? Well, I knew it was there and forgot all about it. And it kind of stresses me out. I don't know about you all, but it stresses me out to put mixed media on a finished layout other than some splatters. And those can stress me out a little bit too if it's black. And I am going to put some teal green and some black on here. Well, here I put the sequins on there and decided I wanted to put black framing this. And yeah, the sequins started coming off. So I walked away and then came back and glued it down. So it's glued down now. And somehow I got some glue on my paper. So I'm using my mono sand eraser and just taking the glue off of there. I mixed, see that light blue paint? I mixed it with some green to trying to get the shade of everything else on the layout. And I think it went pretty good. And I am just going to do the packaging technique. Oh, that so stressed me out. But I got it done, so it is on there. I have more than they have, but yeah, I just don't even know how I lived through it because I was stressing out because I do end up messing it up and have to repair, try to make it look better, go with the flow and keep it on the page instead of panicking and doing the whole thing over. But yeah, it's going to stay on there. I added some water to it so that I could do some splatters. And when I got done adding the teal colored ones, in fact, I had a little bit more mixed media in a couple places too. I decided I need a little black, some droplets of black. And I got the smallest brush out so that they would be tiny. And I wanted some a little bit bigger. Bad idea. Because I'll tell you right there, that one. See how little that looks? I mean, it still looks little, looks fine, but that paint was so wet and had so much water in it. See, it's getting bigger. It started spreading. And I thought, oh, that looks awful. And of course, I lift the paper up and made it go down a little bit more. So now I'm trying to go over the top of it a little bit. And then I'm going to try using my brush, and it's just getting wetter and wetter. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to have to try some of this off with the paper towel. So I did that next, and I thought, I am just going to have to cover it up because I am still not happy with it. So a couple of more hearts for my layout. Yeah, only you and I will know, all of you will know that I goofed. There's why those extra hearts are there. But yeah, I had to hide it. The paper looked like it was ready to fall through. I did not have watercolor paper nor mixed media paper because I forgot all about the mixed media. So this is just plain, ordinary American Crafts white cardstock. And I was using too much water for it. But even that didn't stop me. Look at me. I'm still putting mixed media on there. But I did try to put less. But that's it. That's my layout. Make sure you check down there below and see the link to the playlist that Christy has created so that you can just sit back and watch. by clicking on the playlist. And don't forget about the group on Facebook. But yeah, lots of hearts. Had fun putting them on there. And oh, and my stitching I didn't mention. It is twine and it had silver and gold threads in it, plus the teal that matched pretty good with everything else on the layout. And is there anything else I forgot to mention? Um, I don't remember. Oh, I do remember the name of the Spiegelmom scrap sequence, and they're like raspberry bubblegum, blue raspberry bubblegum, maybe. Anyway, something about raspberry bubblegum. But if you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. And thank you all for watching my video today. Oh, and have a happy scrappy week. Bye.